Since the NCAA tournament field was announced yesterday, countless basketball fans have been filling out their brackets. Now, the odds that your bracket will be 100% correct this year, 1 in 18.5 quintillion. That's an 18 with 18 zeros. Now, instead of all that math, we decided for the second straight year to fill out a bracket that will change the way you look at it and won't have you flipping out. So here we are again for another NCAA tournament, and we're going to do the exact same thing we did last year, and that's use this quarter to predict who's going to win the NCAA tournament. Now, last season we predicted Siena would play Syracuse in the national championship game, and maybe we were just a year off as Syracuse is a #1 seed this coming tournament. Now, what we do is basically pretty simple. All you do is flip a coin, and if it lands on heads, that means the team on the top half of the bracket moves on. If it lands on tails, it means the team on the bottom half of the bracket moves on. So let's get started. So according to this quarter, we're going to have some history made in this year's NCAA tournament. Never before has a #1 seed lost to a 16 seed, but our first president says Lehigh will take down Kansas in the first round. While the Jayhawks won't be moving on, apparently Cornell, Morgan State, and Wofford will all survive the first round, which would make for a very interesting Final Four. So we're down to the Final Four, and it's a Final Four I don't think anybody would have predicted except George Washington here. We're talking about Oklahoma State, Florida State, Wofford, and Notre Dame. And in just 2 flips, we'll figure out who George Washington thinks will be playing in the national championship. So we're now down to our final throw, and well, we've got 2 teams that you probably wouldn't think would be there. On one side, you've got Oklahoma State, who will be heads. On the other, Wofford, who will be tails. And now it's time for our currency to determine who will be this year's national champion. So the coin comes up heads, which means Oklahoma State is your national champion, at least according to this coin. So don't be surprised if it's the Cowboys over Wofford April 5th down in Indianapolis for the national championship, because, as we all know, George Washington never told a lie.